That's looking much better. Alright, I think I fixed it. I don't know why that doesn't work, so I might refresh the page. Hopefully this won't take a sec to get it all set up. If you're in the chat there, just, you know, give me a heads up on how it's going. And get a little bit of a better idea. Once this goes live, obviously. Okay. 51 seconds, 0 dropped frames, 2000 kilobytes. What I'm looking for. But the live stuff isn't working. It's such a pain to try and get to work, I swear. Alright, no. Okay, it looks like it's going. Okay. It just seems pretty delayed. I don't know. But I'm hoping it all looks good. For some reason, the dongle that I'm using to run my wireless was playing up. I had to unplug it and re-plug it in to get it to work properly. For some reason, it was just dropping real bad. That seems to have fixed it without having to do a full reboot, which is good. Okay. On to some more ranking up then. I've had some good luck with the forest again for now. Seems to be doing fairly well. Yeah, I don't know why it was dropping so bad. Whether it was just wasn't connected properly and undoing it and connecting it again was good. I used to have built-in wireless card, but I only have one PCI Express. And that's currently running my capture card. So I've got to rely on a little wireless dongle. I can't run Ethernet because I can't reach that from where the router is in the room that I'm using. It's a real hassle to get everything set up sometimes. But I think we're all looking good. We will keep the fortune and we will keep goblin. I think that's fine. We can use those to search out a couple of roaches. Oh, can't ask for a much better draw off than that. Now I'm just hoping everything looks good for you guys on the other end. Alright. This is going to be hard because I'm sure this is a goblin, not goblin, a golem deck. They're probably going to have lots of guardian golems, which will be a pain to get around. That's a little annoying. Alright, we've got one of our roaches. We should be able to play Elf Princess and Fortune Hunter in combination, which is good. Alright, that's fair enough.
The forest is crying for help. You're done for. Guide me, Elder Tree. Life lasts but an instant.
Alright, get rid of that.
No.
I just need to put him in range. If I can get one hit with this Elf Princess, I would be set, but it doesn't look like they're going to let me do that.
Magic. Beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot. It won't be long now.
Alright, a good couple turns.
I'll blow you away. Unbelievable.
I should be able to drop the 3 and maybe even the goblin, maybe just the dance. It really depends on what I draw, but we should be pretty okay here. I knew I'd see that. What a pain.
It's just like back in the old days.
They're picking on me.
And of course, another guardian. Well, scrap, sorry. That's alright, man. At least I know the chat's working. That's a bonus. Right, so we're gonna have all of our roaches. So now we just need to deal some damage. Okay, as long as I don't set up a ward, we can actually take a chance, I guess. I can play the goblin, play a fairy, angelic, and triple. That uses everything I have, all my resources, and may put me in a bad spot. But what other option do I really have other than using Dance of Death? And maybe a fairy. I think we just take the chance and aim for the sky, hit with everything. So that's 2. That'll be 3. Alright. That will be on 4, 5, 6. That should be enough. I think plenty. That's 17 total. Nice.
I'm through.
Lucky I didn't get warded out. That's what I was really worried about.
I won.
But we pulled through.
Time for me to prove myself. The forest is angry.
That's not too bad. I was hoping for something a little bit better, but we've also got a chance at drawing other stuff from our next 2 draws as well. And that's gonna fit nicely, I guess. I do love the Princess Mage plus the Fortune Hunter. They're always a nice way to go. All I need now is something to go into the 2 to 3 drop ranges to fit nicely. I'm thinking of playing Goblin Mage, maybe. That thing's gotta go before I can hit anything. What are they playing? Crystal Tear Roach thingy, maybe? I don't know. It's a little odd. That's for sure. Alright, they went for the heal. Because that would give them more points. We may just save up for Will of the Forest next turn. Maybe. I really can't afford to drop this princess. Plus, I actually get 2 cards, so I'm going to get a maximum out of it anyway. I think it's pretty cool. Alright. So, even if I have to drop Will of the Forest next turn, it'll be a fairly large drop. Being able to hit for 8, which is maximum. It does suck that I'm going to burn something, and I really hope I don't burn a roach. Because that could be really bad. I probably could have played one of the 0 drops, but... Alright. I may just play my fortune, plus maybe a fairy. Actually, no, I think Will of the Forest is too good to pass up here, otherwise I'm probably going to lose. Alright, I'm already in a bad spot because any decent play could really put me into low range. I want to possibly drop Fortune Hunter maybe. Maybe just leave it and drop the commands and hope that I can use 1 roach with the nature. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it that way. That's kind of shitty, but my only good option. I need to get some damage, so I've got to hope I can draw another roach maybe. I can draw the other roach, I think we'll be very close to gaining lethal. Because I can play triple roach. Yeah, I can play triple roach off that, which is nice.
Beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot. Shapely and succulent. It won't be long now.
So I just need to draw another roach.
I'll blow you away. Ooh, sparkly stuff. Gimme.
Alright, so that's gonna trade here probably. Come on, roach. Not a roach. I could set up for next turn because I don't think I have enough damage. I'm gonna be one roach short. Got a chance, I guess, if I can draw it using natures. I think I just take the shot.
Hey, let's play. Hey, let's play.
That would be on 3. The other option is to drop elf for 1. Won't do much extra overall. I just gotta hope. If I can somehow pull this off.
Oh, come on.
I don't reckon I can. Not what I wanted. Well,
The forest is crying for help.
we'll make some kind of play, I guess.
Guide me, Elder Tree. Life lasts but an instant. Running away is
So if they have some form of decent roach combo, they'll probably kill me, but until then, we're going to try and push them down. No, that's pretty fine. As long as I don't have a really high roach. Alright, now I need Dance to Death. It's my only option.
ding dong.
Dance to Death's going to cost a lot, so that's a real pain. Don't think I can get around this.
Come on, let's play. Don't hurt me.
Gotta play stuff out.
Beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot.
Gotta set up a board I can work with. Really wish I had drawn that second roach earlier. That would have probably made a big difference to the overall board. What are they gonna have?
Let me ease your pain.
Healing Angel, of course. What kind of bloody fairy is this? Jesus.
Running away is okay.
I really haven't seen anything like this. Dance to Death? Come on, Dance to Death. Ah, it's not Dance to Death.
Aw, beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot.
Okay, now another roach should be nice. Then I could maybe combo it with something. 1, 2, plus 1 damage to face, put it on 14. That would make it a 4, 5. I'm still going to be a lot of damage off, so... A Nature's Guidance into a roach would work, I guess. I could use that combination. That would deal enough damage. But we need to draw it, which is the hard part of this.
Running away is okay. You gotta see me dance. Oh, come on.
And I need Dance to Death to get past that ward. And of course, we draw the other roach. Okay. Since we are pretty screwed here no matter what happens.
Hey, let's play. Hey, let's play.
Ah, that's going to be it. It's not going to matter.
Let's retreat.
Stay away. Hey, that hurt.
I could have got a roach for a bit more, which would have been nice, but
Play.
we're only trading him anyway. Good to see you, man. I am streaming a little bit later than I usually would today, but between the maintenance and me being a little bit busy, that's about the only reason, so I'm glad you can make it though. And I'm dead. I don't know what kind of roach deck they were playing, but it was very ward heavy, like, I didn't expect it to be like that. I haven't really seen anything like that. Alright, on to another match. We're about 15 minutes into the stream, and I'm probably going to go somewhere between an hour, hour and a half, maybe a little bit more. Somewhere around there. And then I've got to make a couple of videos for the YouTube channel and do that sort of thing.
Time for me to prove myself.
Fairly busy day.
Die.
It's not a bad hand. I think we'll drop the command for now. That was a good draw. Oh jeez, man, that sucks.
Don't hurt me.
Have to reinstall Twitch. I had trouble getting the stream to work, so that was fun. My internet dongle wasn't working like hardly at all.
Stay away. You wouldn't.
I was getting like 600 kilobytes up instead of, you know, 2,000 odd that I normally get. Cool, that's a good draw.
No. Retreat.
I can draw into a 1-drop.
Let's play. Stay away. You
I can
wouldn't.
set up a pretty nice H and Elf.
At your service.
Still one turn off that.
Stay away.
I'm the Force Protector.
But guessing by what they've played, I would say it's an aggro style of sword so far. So unless something here changes, I think we're going to be in an okay spot. I can drop the Elf Princess next turn, drop the Fortune Hunter the turn after.
You're done for. Look at me now, father.
They're going to make a big trade.
Life's fate is thus.
Fortunately, Princess doesn't go up very high, so I may have to drop the Fortune Hunter this turn.
Beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot.
That's pretty good, man.
You're done for.
That's really good, actually.
I'm below
I've had a lot of success with it. It is a really good deck.
me.
Yeah, I do have a Nep deck as well. It's I wouldn't say it's the most optimal deck. There's so much room for changes in that sort of deck,
Running away is okay.
but it works. It's painful. I really need to get some more damage out there.
The forest is crying for help.
Since I'm not too worried about dealing the ones.
Guide me, Elder Tree.
We got everything for a setup.
Hey, let's play. Life lasts but an instant.
Live long, Amelia.
I do have videos on my Nep deck actually from a while back.
On my blade, victory and prosperity are yours. It won't be long now. Featherblade, show your true power. Such negative magic.
Okay, where's that deck going? What are we doing this turn? I gotta clear that thing. That's not fun. I don't want to have to clear that. My biggest option is Elf Child, return Elf Child, and just hope that I can use something else later on. But I think we'll just play Goblin. Actually,
Sparkly stuff. Gimme.
yeah, no, this will work. Okay. Cool. Now that I got that Roach, I'm not too worried about using Nature. We can actually clear that. And we got an Angelic, which fits really nicely.
I like it. Give me that.
Alright, I was expecting aggro, but coming up against that's not too bad. How far back was it that I did that deck?
On my blade, victory
Oh,
and
it's only like a
prosperity
week
are
ago.
yours. It all ends here.
Here. There we go. We'll paste it over here. There. My mid-range Shadowcraft Neb deck. It needs some work. I haven't brushed up on it in a while. Another bloody ward. I hate those.
I was naive. You wouldn't. Dad, you wouldn't.
That's such a pain. I really should have traded that then. Yeah, we'll survive. I can get away with one more turn. Yeah, too much late game. And the early game doesn't work very well. Like, Lurching Corpse is good, and... oh, what's the other card called? Sorry, I'll bring up the deck for a sec. I'll actually have to look at it. Yeah, Lurching Corpse is a pain because you can't attack anything with it except for the face and wards. And Attendant Knight is in the same boat. They're good cards, but I think they're a bit slow. You probably need to slot something earlier in there. Or just something that has more versatility, can be used more. Other than that, the rest of the deck's pretty okay. There's a good tournament deck that I don't know where it is at the moment from the recent English tournament. The guy who won with the Shadow deck, his version's actually pretty interesting. I think I'll just try and push for game. Can't be bothered working out whether I can actually do game here, but certainly going to try. Pretty sure I won't be able to, but why not try? Wonder if we can bait them into conceding. That'd be good. Doubt we can though. And of course the double heal. I think we're pretty screwed in this matchup. Those couple of wards really slowed down what I wanted to do, making this a lot harder. Might swap out and try another deck. It might just not be the day of these decks. Really? Why didn't I hit that? Oh, because that's the one they used as the attack. Okay. Doesn't matter which one I play here, does it?
Beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot.
I'm the Force Protector.
I think this will buy us a turn, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
A new world is our desire.
Alright.
You are done for.
So, we're looking.
This blade is our future.
Life's fate is that.
Oh, come on! Whoa, you're strong.
I have no clue where I'd look for that other deck. Okay. We'll try a little bit of Done at 5. I've just renamed it. It was the IC Stars Sword deck, I just renamed it because it was easier to call it Done at 5. Plus I did see a few other people referring to it as that. I still haven't done a video on that deck. Only because, well, everyone else sort of did stuff about it and I didn't feel like it was really necessary. I did enough of it on stream. If you guys do want to see an overview, I could probably slot that in maybe tomorrow slot or the day after. I'm probably going to try another all bronze deck at some point and see how that goes. A lot of people did really enjoy the SwordCraft deck though. And I did just bump that.
You must die. Mother, father.
Alright.
Come on.
But we'll see how we go. We will drop that. Of course we draw the one card that isn't very good. for that slot. Okay. Luckily, we've got a nice set. Alright, come on. Perfect. Can't ask for a much better draw than that.
Become a worthy knight.
I like. Give me that.
The only thing better would have been Quick Blader first and then that, but it's still pretty good. This is where you run into problems with Lurching Corpse. Perfect.
Become a worthy knight. Here's how it's done.
I like. Give me that.
Gets so much damage so early, but if you draw high, which is always possible, it can end quite badly. So as long as we don't get watered here, we should be fine. Pity they get to evolve first. If we got to evolve next turn, plus the white general would have been nice, but now they're commanders, so that's not really playable. We'll just have to play it out.
Here's how it's done. Here's how it's done.
Really would have liked to have got the white general out, but this will be alright. There's another lurching and heal. That's not too bad. They can only hit face. And I kill the healing with Dance of Death. I think that's the way I do this. And then I can just drop Albert for game in the next turn. As long as we don't get obviously wiped out again, but
Trifling squires. Here's how it's done. Here's how it's done.
it'll be turn 5, so 1 turn off a major ward play. And I get to drop Albert pretty much for free. Without having to worry. And of course, they drop the 1 ward play that's a problem.
Avenge me, comrades.
Want to play?
That was literally the only ward.
Show no mercy.
Wow. See, that thing is so overpowered.
Avenge me.
A 5 drop with 3/7, a ward, and it does deal 3, which is a drawback to yourself. But come on. How many people are really going to get hit by that? Alright.
Raise your blade.
That could go to 3. So I'm still going to be 1 short.
Conflict is everything.
God. So even with this, I can't clear it. Can I? Well I can. This actually does work. Alright.
It won't
I was worried I wouldn't be able to clear it, but it looks like I can.
I shall overcome by the knight's code. Time to shine. The order will remain.
Perfect. So they're on 2. We're looking at setting up Albert. Unless they manage to knock out their 3/1 for 0 cost, I don't have to really worry about the wards coming out. And they died to Dance of Death or Demonic Strike, which I run a few of, so
My conviction does not waver.
now we're relying on a Dance of Death or Demonic Strike. That's kind of sucky, but of course, draw another Albert.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
Can't afford not to do something here.
Hungry. Saber strike.
Was that my bad?
They can only hit face. They've already used their shadows. They could drop a Cowie. That's not a big threat.
You wouldn't.
I think that's going to be game. With the Albert in hand.
I'm
Yep.
leaving.
They were counting on their Death Breath having ward, but they played out that other guy for a ward last turn. Really screwed him over.
The pleasure was all mine.
On to another game. Another day, another game. Okay.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
Novice and Pompous can go, and that's a pretty good hand. Now it's just a matter of whether this is Guardian Sun or whether it's Seraph. Maybe even Storm. Storm I'm not too worried about. The other two can be a problem because of the amount of board clears that they normally run.
Let's speed things up. Too slow.
Alright, if this 1/1 survives, boost it, gives us another 2 damage. Even if it doesn't survive, turn 3 Goblin and Princess Vanguard. And it's Guardian Sun. This could be a real issue.
Become a worthy knight.
Too slow.
Stormhaven current meta. It's good, but not the best. That's about all I can really say. It works in some matchups, doesn't work in others. Out of the 3 Haven decks, I would say it's I don't know. Seraph and Storm I would put about the same level, like pure Seraph. And then obviously Guardian Sun at the moment is topping pretty hard. That's a pain.
Become a worthy knight.
Not the way I would have liked to have done that.
Here's how it's done. I've said my last prayer.
But Stormhaven's good. It can just suffer from weak draws. There are a lot of times you'll draw a card and just not be able to use it, or you'll get beaten out by aggro really early due to the amulets having to wait for them. Doesn't mean you can't win. It just becomes harder.
Leave this to me. You're done for. Trifling squires. Here's how it's done. Here's how it's done. Here's how it's done.
I think if you're looking to just rank up at the moment, Tempo Rune, this done at 5 sword deck, and the Forest OTK deck are my top 3 choices. Just from personal experience, they've seemed to be what I've had the most success with overall.
My conviction does not waver.
If you're looking to just have fun, there are lots of decks out there for that. Thinking about how I want to clear this.
Stop! It won't be long now.
Armor weapons more.
Here's how it's done.
Alright, turn 6, 3 damage off. As long as they don't do a major heal on me, that should be right. I'm not too worried about Priest. Decree's pretty fine as well. Doesn't require much to end this game out.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
And the Albert was a nice draw.
Saber strike.
I envy you.
This deck just works really well. Especially in AA where I am at the moment.
It was all mine.
The only real disadvantages I've had with this deck are when you do get heavily warded out, and that's about it. Unless your opponent is going to ward you every turn, or nearly every turn, usually you can win. Like, this deck tends to demolish Tempo Rune, demolish Daria, D-Shift, all those sort of decks. So, playing against Rune with this is pretty easy. Forest is a 50-50 depending on what you really draw. Haven, you can win most of the time as long as they don't get the Guardian Sun Aegis first. But if they had had more board clears early, I would have been screwed. And since they're some of the most popular decks at the moment, not too bad. And mirror matches really depend on your draw. Yeah, that's been my problem lately. I did okay with Stormhaven for a few days and then it just dropped off. I think people got used to it and now it's just not as good. Like, sure, you can get wins, but they're few and far between. You want something more consistent.
May the forest be at
I need to make a list of just decks that I've done with the links to them. I've got all the videos, but I don't just have a link set that I can direct people to. Okay. Turn 4 Floral Fencer.
You wouldn't. May the forest
What it's
be
gonna
at
look
peace.
like. I don't like that card. 2 Fairies is okay, depends on the deck, but I think you're just going to clog your hand unless you're looking to play Will of the Forest, which, now I think about it, that's probably what they're aiming for next turn. I'm going to make my next play a little hard. I think I just got to play into it.
Strength and beauty together.
If it is Will of the Forest, just got to hope. That's right, man. I tend to just ramble, I think, sometimes.
I'm gonna rest for a bit.
As long as it was helpful. Like, by far, I'm not the best player. I haven't even reached Master yet, but I can only give my personal opinion. Like, I haven't seen many RuneCraft players lately. At least, but from what I've heard, a lot of the Masters are still seeing quite a few runes, so played right into that.
My armor has been pierced.
Wow. Leaving that on 1.
That hurts.
Drop another one.
Strength and beauty
Hope they don't have a second.
Won't be long now.
together.
Trying to think, how much have I got here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 health. At most, they can deal 8. Something will survive. Pretty much guaranteed, something will survive. They would need a 1-drop and the clear.
Come on, let's play.
Really? With Control Blood? Was it the full Control Blood, or was it just like my Control Blood that wasn't very good? There are really good Control Blood decks out there, and they've had a lot of success, but yeah, they've dropped off a little bit too lately, so I suppose that doesn't surprise me too much.
My armor has been pierced.
Alright, this is actually really good. I can probably play Dance of Death on the 1-1 if they don't use it as an evolve trigger.
Come on, let's play.
Come on, yes. Perfect hit. Good Roach, so they're going to probably ram that. Wow, this is actually looking like a really good set of plays.
Am I a grown-up yet?
I really want to save the 1-1, but I feel like they're just going to trade it off anyway. It really hurts. But I'm trying to think what other option I have. I think we'll do the damage.
It all ends here.
I'm going to save it for an Albert combination, but we're going to drop him low enough in the next couple of turns that it's not going to matter. The Demonic Strike will drop him within range, so even when Albert's playable at turn 9, we'll already have a lethal range.
May the forest
If not, we'll kill him before that. They've already had to use 1 Roach. Afro Forestcraft. What is Afro Forestcraft? I'm very interested. I like new decks. They make for great content. If you've got a deck list or something that you have right there, that'd be handy. Or if someone knows. Because I know you're busy working. Or meant to be working. Oh, aggro.
Let's play.
What's aggro?
I won't let you get away.
I'm so sparkly.
Is aggro the OTK Roach? Or is it just an aggro Fairies deck? I haven't seen a list for stuff like that yet. It was a Tornalist, maybe I was just unlucky. Maybe. That's always possible. People are trying to play around that at the moment, which is a big factor.
Faster servant.
Let's speed things up.
That was a pretty good draw.
Too slow. Stop it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Aggro Forest. Like, I haven't seen an Aggro Forest. Yeah. Oh, Forte. Okay. Well, I was confused because that looks very similar to Forest Class. You can see the problem. Okay, that makes more sense now.
wouldn't.
That makes a lot more sense. And that's game.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
Couldn't have asked for a nicer draw.
Onward, ho!
Nice marksmanship.
Oh, if I had have actually read that properly, I would have noticed. Because I just kind of glanced over it.
The pleasure was all mine.
Well, we've got 3 wins with this. This is not doing too bad. I want to build Dragoncraft. I'm just missing the legendaries. I need what? 3 Forte, like 2 of the other summon a neutral, and an extra couple of Lucifers, all those sort of things. That's weird. Yeah, with Nep, like I just haven't seen very many good Nep decks.
You must die.
Not personally. I've got a mid-range, but I haven't had much luck with it. I've had a lot more luck with Sword and Forest, and then Tempo is kind of sitting on the edge of being good and bad. Really depends on your matchups. That was a good draw.
I'll lead the charge.
If you guys have lists or stuff that you just want to message me, you can either hit me up on Twitter, you can just message me through here, and I don't know when I'll see them on here though. Unless I'm actually streaming.
Worthy knight.
Time to shine.
I don't mind checking out decks here and there. And you never know, I might do videos on them if I can. I am having trouble coming up with decent amount of content ideas.
Worthy knight.
I've got some ideas, it's just I don't think they're very good. Alright. This is a really good hand. Turn 3 and we've already dealt 7 damage and have a solid board. They would just restore 3 out of that. I think we dropped the demonic. Lets us push Albert next turn. That is pretty weird.
You were done for.
But the meta shifts every other day, I've noticed too, so it really does depend. Alright, so we're going to be 2 damage short. That will clean this up. There we go. So all we have to do is hope they don't heal.
Done for.
Which is possible, but they're going to be trying to clear my stuff as well, so... Yes, Deathbrush is insanely good.
Your evil deeds end now. What in the...
And yeah, I can see your point. Banishing them probably would be a little bit of a more balanced setup. You're basically paying 3 shadows overall. Like, you pay the first 6 and then you get 3 back. And that's game. So I can definitely see what you mean, yeah. They could balance it a little bit.
The pleasure was all mine.
Plus, actually, now that you say that, having them be banished would actually make a lot of sense because that other card would synergize really well with them. The card that stops things from being banished when they're destroyed. Well, stops things being banished at all, so they are normally destroyed. Then that card would become a combo piece and you could fit it a bit more, well, a bit more nicely, so it was balanced really well. I could actually see that working out. I think you might be onto something.
You must die.
Okay.
Prove myself.
Actually, we will keep those. We may drop these 2. Damn it. I was banking on drawing a 1-drop, but I probably should have kept the 2 drops and just hoped to draw one off the initial draws. How unfortunate. And still didn't draw one. That's shocking.
Don't hurt me.
This game has now got a lot harder for me. Yeah. White General is one of the few cards I thought maybe I could tech out, but just haven't been bothered to. He does well on turn 4 when you don't really have any big plays, other than Floral Fencer obviously. You have Floral Fencer and White General for your main turn 4 play. Because you're normally using things like Demonic Strike a little bit later to close out the game, or if you've just got to fill it out, so White General works pretty well. Especially when you got things like Princess Vanguard that are also boosting followers. And you just combo that. But it's the one card I think I might tech for something else. I was thinking a 5-drop, but then that conflicts with the Albert turn, and we are really screwed here. Wow. See you, card fight. Tomorrow's Wednesday, I think, for me. Yes, tomorrow's Wednesday. Alright. There will be a stream tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet, but there will be. Thought I'd get that out there. There won't be one on Thursday, which for you go, I don't know, whatever, it's 2 days from now. Because I've got a doctor's appointment I've got to go to, so I don't know if I'll be able to get something out by then. Plus I want to get some videos out. Oh no. An animated Alexander. Oh. He used to be a half decent card, now he's just not good. Well, it's not good, he's just not as good as he used to be. If we drop the Pompous, we can always drop the Princess.
Let's speed things up.
Alright, we're gonna have to push this damage now.
There's no time
Oh,
for
animate, yeah.
slow.
That'd be so much better if you got either of those. Oh, we're pulling in some viewers now, jeez. Most viewers I've had in a while. Overall. Okay.
Should have been quicker.
Ooh, sparkly stuff. Gimme!
Next turn's not looking very fun.
Running away is okay.
The charge.
Here's how it's done.
But I even saw him in lists anymore. You didn't, or you did see him in lists?
Forest is crying for
Confused.
help. Sparkly stuff. Gimme!
And yeah. He was a good card, but he's just kind of died off now. Things like, yeah, Bahamut are so much better for clearing. He's just too slow in the current meta. Yes, he could work in some decks, obviously. Like, you could probably fit him in something like a control style deck. And that's game, isn't it? No, because I can't do both of those. Damn it. I was really hoping that was game. I think we will, though. We will push. We're either going to die or we're going to win. It's going to be one or the other. So why not push it?
Little blood won't stop me.
Time to shine.
That's alright. I just wanted to make sure that my response was going to be okay. I wasn't sure whether you were going to say that he was in more decks or he wasn't in more decks. Yeah, head to head he does beat Bahamut, that's true. And I'm dead. I expected as much.
Exemplary battle.
Could have probably cleared the 4-4, but they probably would have had stuff to play off for the roaches anyway. So I thought may as well try and take them out before they can hit me. But what's that? 5 win streak? That wasn't too bad. Alright. Time we throw out an arena. I want to break this up a little bit. Grab whatever this mission reward was. Got plenty of arena tickets. I don't play that often. Been saving up gold a little bit just because I can't decide on what I want to use. I think we'll take sword. We've been doing shadow a lot lately, so sword's okay. Oh wow. We will take that because I do like the Dark Angel a little more. They're quite high. Hopefully we can get some low cards to fit in this. Wow, I really want something that fits in my range a little better. By the way, by the time you guys see my picks, I probably would have made the wrong choices. But okay. It's not too bad, I guess. Just need to pick the right things. Come on, give me something low. Really need the quick blader. Can't pass up the floral fencer. Need the 1-drop. They're quite nice. They'll fit really well. Ooh. Centaur, the Vanguard. He does summon a Steel-clad Knight, which is okay. It's another 2/2, so you get 2 followers for 4. They do have ambush though, so I think we'll take those. Bellring is a good defensive, and the Keen is a nice little play. Another quick blader. And Aldous we're taking. Alright, we're gonna see how this goes. If we do absolutely terrible, we do absolutely terrible, but for now, hopefully it'll be okay. By the way, if you guys haven't, check out my Twitter, because I'll post when I'm live every time there. So if you guys aren't following this or don't have notifications for this turned on and you still want to see when I'm live, you can just check Twitter. Usually that's a good way. I've pretty much stopped uploading videos to YouTube saying live because I don't think they really made a big difference. Plus, anyone who's on a YouTube video of mine, it already says I'm live in the bottom normally. So... that is pretty good. I like that hand too. I was more concerned with the Alduas over the actual Leonidas. I didn't even worry about that card. I could have got Cursed General. We could have made a nice assassin combo. But of course we didn't draw that. And of course they had like the perfect 1-drop. I really hope the rest of their hand is just trash. Nope. Wow. So that's a rush, so I'm not too worried. I think we'll play that. It just creates an okay counter. This way I don't have to play the Blitz Lancer. I think Pompous will work okay. Most of these are officers, except for Pompous. Alright, that's good. I can actually play Pompous here and actually gain a little bit off the floral next turn. I think that was okay. We've got a good board presence. We're not going to see those like go that bad. They don't get the evolve first, so we're at an advantage there. So as long as we don't see any major board clears or some ridiculously epic cards, we should do okay. We also got the Dark Angel. That refills all our evolves, which is nice. That's pretty good. What are we going to see next? I'm sure I didn't attack with a quick glider, you're right. I really should have. That was pretty dumb. No, that was my mistake. I should have attacked with that, you're right. If I die because of 1 damage, I won't be happy, because that would be really sad. Oh, I was just more worried about thinking about my next move. I need to enable the thingy. Down. Maybe this will solve my problem so I don't accidentally keep doing that. It's not the first time I've done that. And that's going to be a board clear. Great. They've got a pretty perfect deck right now. They got pretty much everything they need to counter me. And unless I can draw into something useful, I might be in some trouble. That's not too bad.
Beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot.
It won't be long now.
I'll blow you away.
At least it'll give me something. Hopefully that can bring back the board control then. That's my hope. And yeah, Floral's OP. Creates a great amount of board presence. But that clear with the 8 Lion Spirit was definitely a good play.
The
Alright.
possibilities are infinite.
Come on, what's this guy doing? He's just kind of sitting here. I could have gone and had a toilet break by now, I reckon. With how long this guy's taken.
From the white canopy to the sullied earth. Running away is okay.
Alright.
Dazzling flash.
We're gonna go all in on these.
Suppose I'll take that. Suppose I'll take that.
It all ends here.
Don't bother fighting back.
We're gonna pull another draw, which will put us one closer to the Olivia.
Wind's gone still.
I actually think these Thieves were a really nice card to pick up. Being able to use them to draw extra cards really helps this deck. I'm expecting a Decree, maybe another Lion. Oh, that's a different thing, I suppose. Both 4 though. Jeez, that's going to take a few turns. Now, question is, do we win? 4, 6. Nope. One shot. That's fine.
You're safe with me. No!
1 damage. I'm sure we'll find it. Commander would be nice. But I don't reckon they're going to win. I have Demonic Strike in hand. They have 1 health left. And they're like, oh yes, let's set up a strong defensive. Yeah, you're right. That 1 damage on Quick Blader. That's exactly it. If I hadn't have missed that 1 damage, we would have killed them already.
The real battle begins.
But I don't reckon they're going to win anyway. They'd need some insane, like more insane player than just a Skull Fane.
Blimey.
The Demonic Strike will deal 3 on its own. And we got the Commander.
Envy you.
So fortunately, it didn't mean the difference between winning and losing. It just meant the difference of extended BM.
The pleasure was all mine.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. Why won't that? There we go. There we go. Won't take too long. Alright, I'm back. And yeah, a misplay is a misplay. That's true. I wish I hadn't misplayed. But not everyone's perfect. I'm not exactly a pro player. I'm still just a normal player. I just make content for the game. Well, I make video content of the game. Would probably be a better way to word it. I better get rid of the big thingy, better I? There we go. Alright, this will be an interesting game. Shadowverse sword. I got an okay hand, so I'll keep that. Anything that's a low hand like this, I don't mind keeping. Alright, ninjas fits really nice. Then we'll drop the fen. Oh dear. I'll try not to miss any in the future. I thought I set that up to confirm my ending turn, didn't I? And it still didn't do it. I think we'll do this.
What's this? My life won't here.
Alright, I think this is fine. We got the quick blader, we got a thief, we got the samurai. Now I got a 3/3. It's pretty nice. If we can draw a floral, be laughing, but
You gonna mess with me?
alright. Assassin's quite good.
My life won't end
Actually, I probably am going to use that. Using the assassin may be my best play. I think we'll play the quick blader.
Let's speed things up. Too slow.
I fight in the shadows.
That can guarantee me that 2 damage, hopefully. Now they have to use an evolve to clear something. So if they evolve this, well actually, no, because they can't use this. So they can only clear one thing with that, unless they find something else in the hand to evolve. Ah, yeah. Alright, this will be interesting. Alright, fair enough. So they're looking for a trade, and I'll be 1 damage.
Your flesh and bones are mine.
Why no? No, 4, 5, 3 damage, sorry.
You sneaky little.
I think we'll do it this way.
Done for.
There's no time for you. Too slow.
Ding dong.
Suppose I'll take that.
I shall gracefully engage.
Alright. This way, we get probably a double draw, which gives us a chance to draw into Demonic Strike. If not, we only need 1 thing to survive with at least 1 health. So anything of these will survive and we can win the game. Floral's not bad.
Want to play?
What did this thing do again?
Every drop will be consumed.
Restore 2 defense. Ah, you're kidding. Oh, that's annoying. It's gonna put me 1 off, isn't it? Oh no, it won't, because it says when an allied follower.
Pay the piper.
So that works out, we win.
It won't be long now. The untrained I shall gracefully engage. Strong.
Game 2, set and match.
The pleasure was all mine.
Alright, match 3. What are we going to be up against this time? Hopefully. I don't know what happened here, but for some reason my thingy's now weird. Yeah, he should have played Soul Eater first, you're right. Would have gave him 2 health. I just got lucky.
You must die.
Prepare for defeat.
You're definitely right. He did misplay that. I don't know if it would have made... probably, maybe. I was wondering whether it could have made an overall difference in the end. We only needed like 1 damage.
Let's speed things up.
Who knows?
Too slow.
I'm powerless for now.
Happens to everyone, doesn't it? Oh, that's annoying.
Too slow.
Oh, now it's finally asking me to end my turn that way. After I'm pretty sure I changed it in the first game, not the second game. Okay. I hate this thing so bad. I'm trying to think of a way I can get rid of it without just destroying my health.
Let's have some fun.
Should have been quicker.
Nice and slow.
Wow. Alright.
Suppose you'll take that.
We're gonna look for some more draws. Okay, Diabond. Oh, he's got a pretty nice setup, really. He gets to deal
Pay the piper.
an extra bunch of damage to me.
Nice and slow.
Oh, okay. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was. I thought it was just confirm every end of turn. So it's only going to confirm for the illegal moves. That's not so bad. Thanks for the follow. That's the first time my follower thing's gone off in a long time. I want to keep that dude hidden for now.
How dare you raise your
I don't think it matters what I hit here, really.
What a cruel end.
Well, I like that feature. That's pretty good then. I haven't messed around with a lot of the settings too much in regards to gameplay settings. All I really did was lower the volume stuff. I looked into the mouse options, but I don't like the ones that can't be changed. Dragoncraft is meta at the moment. There is a Storm variant. The only problem is I don't have the cards to build it. That's the only reason I don't play it. If I had the cards to build Dragoncraft, I would play it. I only recently got the cards to play Forest. So Dragon's kind of next on my list of things I need to build. And then I'll have a viable deck of every single class. Okay. If we play Fortune,
beautiful, powerful, and cute to boot.
we can kill off the big guy, draw a card,
Won't be long now.
weaken the board a little maybe.
This deep.
Gimme!
Gotta make sure we can get this through. Yeah, just give me a sec. I've got to bring up the deck list stuff. And it decides to actually load up the page I want. run it through link shortener because shadow portal IDs are extremely long. Hello. And that should be probably the best, I would say the best dragon deck at the moment. This card's not too bad, but I'd say this is probably better. It's the one that I'd be working towards. Alright, what do we got this turn? Don't have enough points to play out everything. There is not much point in playing that. Alright.
It all ends here. The untrained, I shall gracefully engage. This wasn't worth it.
I just want to keep this board under control. We've got enough to go into the late game now, which is fine.
I've no regrets.
Alright, so as long as they don't have anything huge. Alright, that's pretty good. We've got the Dark Angel, which will line up for a nice amount of evolves.
Come, my darling.
I don't like the idea of taking this damage, but I don't think I have a choice. Because there's no real other play left.
Try to evade my ninjutsu. Try to evade my ninjutsu.
So as long as they don't have, what, 3 damage, we should be okay. They did just use a Razor Fang though, so this will be interesting.
This rage empowers me.
Okay.
Weakness the power.
That just made it a good target. They can't hit the ambushes, so that's fine. So we clear out most of the board. Actually, I think we clean out pretty much the entire board.
Take my blade of resentment.
Pretty close to the whole board.
Conflict is everything.
My life ends, but my will abides.
If you want to link it, you'll have to send it to me, and then I can link it into the chat, that's all. So I don't just allow stray links as a pretty normal Twitch thing.
How much is in it for me?
So you just have to whisper it to me and then I'll post it. Well, I was thinking that was going to get Storm. Which, if I had realized it wasn't, I would have played Unbridling Fury. So that was kind of a misplay, because I thought this was a commander. But it's not. Plus, it doesn't make too big a difference overall.
Let's call it a night.
We're still going to be able to use Unbridling Storm in the end. And another follower. Thanks for the follow. Sure. I can take a look, but I can't say too much. I haven't played Dragon like at all. I've played it a handful of times at the most. So I'm not the best person to ask overall.
This wasn't worth it.
We'll use the Quick Blader combination here.
Too slow. You're a fool.
I can't believe it's over.
Alright. And the stream just went down for a second there, really low, which was odd. Back up normal now, but just keeps doing that randomly. I've dropped like 0.6% of frames, which is like nothing, but it's just random, so really weird. Alright. Let's take a look at this deck then.
I seem to have lost.
And that's game 3, so we are going pretty close. Fire Lizard's pretty good.
The pleasure was all mine.
You've got the Fortos, which is amazing. They're probably one of the most expensive. I don't think your deck is bad. I just think it's going to be outplayed by the meta at the moment. This is very similar to the old style dragons that were around, with basically just adding the Breath of Salamander as a big change, but Dragonclaw Pendant is kind of a meme card. It doesn't do very well overall. It's not, the deck's not bad. It's definitely well for 15,000. It's not too bad. But I can definitely see why it's probably not doing well, especially depending on your rank. Like I said, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just not quite on the standard that it would need to be to reach decent matchups, especially against what's around the meta at the moment. Dragon probably overall has the weakest class at the moment. It has basically one variant that does really well, and that's it, which is the one I gave a link to before, and one variant that does okay, which was the discard variant, which I don't have a deck list for. Yeah, and SwordCraft would demolish a deck like that, because it would outpace it really quickly. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like I said, the deck isn't necessarily bad. It's just it won't keep up with the meta. That's the only problem. So that's why you'd be seeing, like you said, you're seeing losses with the deck. If you were playing this sort of deck prior to the last expansion, which was at the end of December, this deck probably would have done quite well. Obviously minus the salamanders and a couple other things, but you tech in things to replace those pretty easy anyway. And like you said, you're a new player, so your best bet is OTK Meme Dragon #1. Yeah, OTK Meme Dragon is a pain, but Storm Dragon does a lot better job overall. What are we going to play here? I don't want to play the Bell Ringer. We'll just play Samurai for now. We'll keep the Soldier. Yeah, as I was going to say, the better deck for you to probably go with would be something in either Sword or Blood, just because they're cheap and competitive. Mostly Sword I'd lean towards. Like this Sword deck does, well, not this one. The Sword deck I have been using is really good. And I've had a lot of luck with it. Ding Dong. I love Ding Dong. Ding Dong's like my favorite card. But yeah, Dragon really did get dealt a pretty severe drawback. It just didn't get enough support. But you'll slowly build up a card collection and be able to create a lot of decks overall, which is good. What are we going to play here? Yeah, control stuff is really expensive. That's why if you're a beginner, you're way better off playing aggro. Plus, you'll eventually get the hang of most of the decks through that anyway. That's how I started all my stuff. Play aggro until you get the hang of it, and then just go for whatever you can. I want to play the Keen, but I'm going to evolve anyway. I don't see the point. Such a hard choice. I think we'll drop this. We will go with the Keen. 1 damage isn't a big deal. I probably could have killed that first and avoided it. No, like like Prelio said, aggro blood is probably the best. For a beginner, aggro blood for sure. Yeah, exactly. 5 golds, 0 legends. Everything else can be picked up through the storyline.
It's time for you to squeal.
And Daria, yeah, like you said, 3 golds, 3 legends. Fair bit more expensive overall. And you've got to have the luck to actually pull the Darias and the golds if you want to run it. Fortune.
Powerful and cute to boot. It won't be long now.
Thinking of ignoring these.
I'll blow you away. Ooh, sparkly stuff. Gimme.
Yeah, that's fine. We are having a few dips here and there in the stream, and I don't know why that is. It dips for like a second and then comes back with no problem, so hopefully it doesn't intrude too much. If it gets too bad, I might have to stop.
Running away is okay.
But I do apologize. I don't know whether it's my end, Twitch's end, or what. That was a really good draw.
You're safe with me, Captain.
But usually an 8, wow. Alright,
It all ends here.
I'm gonna lose one of these anyway. Yeah, 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks ago is pretty good for the insight you've had so far. I've been playing since the end of October, start of November. About the same time I started doing content for this.
You gonna mess with me?
I was a pretty long-term card game player before that, but... Alright. Think we go all in?
Faster, servant.
Let's speed things up. Conflict is everything. I fight in the shadows.
So that'll summon a skeleton.
Centaur thrust.
Dazzling flash.
Too slow.
I'm not too worried about these two things. Not at all. Jeez, you've done a... Wow, you've done a really good job for 2 weeks. Like, you either had some mad pack skills or just got extremely lucky.
Dazzling
Too slow.
run away.
Could have played the enraged here, but
Sneaky little this.
I should have played that the other way around. That was my fault.
How dare you raise your blade?
Trying to be master this week. Wow, good luck. But if you're putting in enough hours, that's pretty possible. I'm putting in maybe 3 hours a day at most, and not all of those hours are focused on just ranking up. I'm not in control blood. I run it in mid range, which is fine, but not in control. How to get gold fast. Nothing you can do about getting gold fast, really. You can look at most of your quests, achievements, and daily missions and complete those, and that's about it. You can beat the AIs on Elite in the practice mode. That will get you a little bit of gold, but once you burn all that out, you've really just got to do the daily missions consistently. Budget Stormblood deck? I haven't seen a Stormblood deck. I need to get past this. This is such a pain.
How dare you raise your blade?
Just one step more. You've done well to hold out.
Freeze.
Alright, they're going to get 1 damage here. Just off this guy. They'll trade both first and then kill it, but we'll see. Nah, okay. Or they just draw exactly what they need. Aggro blood is like 7k? Not really. Aggro blood's like 5k. I was gonna say 7k is a little expensive. I think mine's like 5k. Pretty certain my aggro blood's 5k. First loss. How does that suck? Hopefully we can at least get 4. Here. Not bad, man. No wonder you did so well there. I've played what? I played Yu-Gi-Oh for about 7 years. Played Hearthstone since the release of the iPad version, only because I didn't have a computer at the time to run it because I was kind of bouncing back and forth. And then I've played Magic, I've played Pokemon, you know. I played Force of Will when that very first started in English.
Come on.
But yeah, no wonder you did so well at the start. Having that background does help. I found that a lot when I started playing this. Really helps you get a running start. Yeah, the blood deck I'm using is 5,100 for my aggro blood. That's the aggro blood deck.
Let's speed things up. Too slow.
That'd be nice if I saved it till turn 10, but I don't think so. Force of Will, oh my. Yeah, I only played it when the first starter deck come out, and I bought like half a box of the first set, and that was it. After that, I haven't touched the game. I got sick, so medically I couldn't really do much, and then I just didn't touch it.
Too slow.
But I enjoyed it when it first came out. I thought it was pretty fun. But from what I've heard, it's pretty much gone to crap. Oh, that kind of sucks. I don't think my card store has much in regards to that either now. It just kind of died out. There weren't enough players.
Speed things up. Too slow. Too slow.
One of the world players was actually from Tassie that I played against a few times. He was a nice enough guy, but he bought like the whole shop at one point just worth of packs because he was that into the game. Well, we're having some really sharp drop-offs in stream at the moment. Like every few minutes in the last 5 minutes we've had a slight drop.
Should have been quicker.
Weird. I don't know if there's really anything I can do about it.
Suppose I'll take that.
You are done for.
Don't bother fighting. Excuse me.
Too slow.
Turn to rust.
Once again.
Alright, we're in a good spot here. They've only got low drop stuff. If they want to spend an evolve, I suppose they can do that. Then we'll just push out more damage. Yeah, your Aglo build list isn't much different to mine, except you're running Vampiric Fortress, which is probably what adds that extra bit of cost. In my aggro...
Pay the piper.
Actually, does my aggro blade run that? I can't even remember. I've been messing around with that deck so much that it's hard. The Thief draw, yeah. I like the Thief draw. It's nice. We will kill that.
It won't be long now.
Okay, we're gonna deal with these on board.
Dare you raise your blade?
Can't believe that is Cerberus though. Like, of all things to have right then. Right, the stream seems to have balanced out again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's so random. Had no trouble with it really, except for like a couple of times it's dropped out ever. And now it's just being difficult. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt you guys on your viewing experience, but have to wait and see. Alright, they went for the 2 there.
The river Styx.
That's why.
Play?
Alright. Fortunately,
Retrenchment.
we can drop the 6.
Insolence.
Take my blade of resentment.
You like me?
Use the evolve. I do love Cerberus too. I don't have any Cerberus. I wish I did. But I do love Cerberus as a card. It's such a nice looking card and has such a good effect. But to have Cerberus in take 2, that's just mean.
This is nothing.
This is fine. I can drop these guys for 7.
You wouldn't.
You beckoned.
Let's get into trouble.
Yeah, these are fine.
Freeze. You're mean.
Who am I?
Oh, that's a little annoying. Can't drop Leonidas or anything yet.
Tear to shreds. You wouldn't.
Need a way around that and quick. It's not a bad way around it. Also not a good way around it, but
This will be done in a jiffy.
is that an officer? Yes, so that does boost it.
What's this?
This will work out.
Eat this. Freeze. Mission failure.
I will protect even
I forgot about that. I really wish I had awarded this guy. Oh. Blood control is just so expensive. Alright, we're going all in on these kills.
I'll live again.
We need to survive this. Oh, and I wish they hadn't have warded that one card. If they had have just warded this guy, it would have been okay. And of course,
You wouldn't.
the one card I seriously can't deal with right now. Doesn't matter what I do here, I'm pretty sure that's game. Even if I manage to get that off, it's not going to work. So, screw it.
After me, soldiers!
I shall gracefully engage.
If it wasn't for that Mordecai, I would have stood a chance, because I could have used the Dark Angel, evolve, kill whatever they played, and then kill off the 4-2 and then drop from there, but unfortunately, we didn't have that advantage. So we won 3, lost 2. And I always do that. Do you know how useless I am? I always click the home button instead of going back to take 2. Collect the rewards. Alright. Grab what we get. Come on. Yeah, 60 is not bad. Especially off the free thingy. May as well open the pack too. Jeez, you've been playing longer than me then. Nothing good. Saving up all my stuff until I decide to build dragon or something. We'll play a little bit more of that sword for a little bit. Might just have a couple more games and then wrap things up for the day, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, let me warm up for a spell.
Alright, that's not bad. I was worried that keeping the floor fencer when you're going first might not have been the best play here, but it seems to do okay.
I'll lead the charge.
I opened 3 Blood Marys recently. Surprisingly. I got 1 animated Blood Mary and 2 normals in like the space of like 5 packs or something in the course of a couple days, which is insane. Not bad. Play early as aggro. I can see how that would work.
Maybe, just maybe, this magic will help.
Alright, we're just pushing face then.
He's feeling hungry. My conviction does
You rocked up right near the end of the stream. I'm probably only going to play a couple more games, so it's not the worst timing.
Time to shine!
It's knowledge I seek.
Here we go!
You can teach me.
Unfortunately, this fencer play is going to be extremely weak. Right, I killed the 3/4. They wipe out the rest of my board pretty much.
Beauty together. You are done for. World,
He is ironclad.
stop staring.
That's not the worst. Plus, I will be streaming tomorrow, so you'll probably be able to catch that then if you're free. Still not sure on what time. It's really just going to depend on when I decide to start up. It'll be sometime between my 12 o'clock and 5 or 6 o'clock range. So, a fairly big range. I'll post on Twitter about it when I do start. And if you're following, you'll probably see it pop up anyway.
It's knowledge I seek.
You won't get past me that easy!
You can teach me nothing.
Second floor offensive maybe.
My armor's been pierced.
Still going to be a pretty crappy play.
Strength and beauty together. It won't be long now. World,
My loyalty
stop
is
staring.
ironclad. How interesting.
Become a worthy knight.
Alright. That's good.
With a bang and a boom.
Whew. Alright, that's bad.
That hurts. It'll work this time, maybe.
I haven't been this
Alright,
excited!
we're gonna have a real struggle winning this now.
All be swept away.
We need to push more damage in the beginning.
My armor's been pierced.
I just didn't draw enough.
Avenge me, comrades. Faster, servant.
Let's speed things up.
Faster, servant.
No one gets past me.
He's feeling hungry!
Too slow.
Back!
I just need to get the damage. Usually I have a good matchup against Dario with this deck.
You wouldn't. An exemplary battle.
The only problem is those couple of sorcerers just demolished my board before I could do anything. And those florals just couldn't keep up the board pressure. So I wasn't getting enough damage in. Alright. We're going to end this stream off here, so make sure to check back tomorrow. Oh, thanks for the donation, man. Right at the end. You just get in there. Alright. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel. Still daily content. That's coming out every day, obviously. And then the stream will go up later, and I'll have another stream tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Hope to catch you all guys next time. See ya.